So this is where we want our seniors to live a lot, because this is where they will add their colleges and where you can keep track of their progress. So when they log into their account, this is from a scholar side, scholar facing side. So when they log in, they're going to be on the dashboard. They will be able to see their outstanding to-dos. So you can see that this fake person has outstanding to-dos. They could click on those, go straight to their to-do thing, or they could go to their to-do tab and they can see stuff here as well. But the colleges, so what we want to do to make sure that all of our scholars are researching colleges and staying on track with all of their deadlines, is they can go to this colleges tab here. They can add colleges by simply clicking that little plus, searching for a college, and we will add this one. So they're going to add that and it shows up on their outline. You also have the ability to suggest colleges to them. So maybe if you know they're interested in art, maybe you suggest to them a school, like maybe UNT has a really good art program. So you suggest that college to them, and then all they would have to do is they can move it over here. So now, once they add a college, they have the ability to research the college, and they can see the information. There are some things you can do to print that out. It's in another link that I have given you, that you can use CCP's information to know how to print out those that information sheet. But you can even add notes up here. So this is really helpful, because like if they think, oh, this had really pretty green grass, they can add that there. Or if they think, oh, this has the major I want, or I really like that they have washer and dryers in the dorm rooms or something. So as they visit colleges, this would be a really good use of adding those notes. That can also be done for your younger ones as well, your 9th, 10th, 11th graders as well. So once they've added a college, so let's say that we want them to do at least 5 colleges. So one safety school, which would be like Dallas College, 3 target schools, which are usually for our scholars like UNT, it could be, I don't know, TWU, whatever. And then the reach schools would be more like your Harvard or your out-of-state schools, or because we want to keep it real with them and know that those are going to cost more money, so they're going to have more scholarships. So those are a reach school. Doesn't mean that they can't get there. They may or may not be accepted, and they may or may not have enough funding for it. So those are kind of I would say another safety school might be UNT Dallas, because they're usually really good about accepting students. So that kind of gives you that. We want them to stick with at least 5. That is the goal. So this one, they've just done one. So we're going to look at University of North Texas. There is a priority, a regular decision, and a transfer date. Obviously, they're not the seniors are not transferring. We always want them to focus on the priority deadline. And the reason is the priority deadlines are always the earliest time that they give out funding. So for example, priority deadline for like A&M and UT is usually in November, like November 6th or 8th. If they wait until after that, then what happens is UT and A&M have given out all of their discretionary funding. And so then somebody decides in May that they'll go to UT. They can go, but they don't get near as much funding. So our goal is for our scholars to all have applied to colleges by the end of October, as well as gotten their FAFSA or TASFA in by end of October. That way, November comes, all they have to do is wait for the money to run in. So always have them check priority deadline. Once that is checked, now you have a list of deadlines. Of course, this is off because I don't think we have updated it. But this should pop up. If it does say if these dates are wrong, then there's a different way to adjust those. So we can do that in a different video or talk about that. But what we need is, so let's say the TSI, have they already done that? They want to check that off. Application, once they get that done, they check that off. Fee waiver. So any of these, if they don't apply to them, I believe there is a way for you to do it on your end where you can delete those. Again, that would be something in a different video or a different conversation that we can have. Or you can look that up. Just Google it. Whatever you want to delete, application, requirements, College Planner Pro. If you Google that, it should pop up. So if we can get them in the habit of checking all of this stuff off, then all you have to do is go into that particular scholar's account and you can know what they have and haven't done. They are going to have to be prompted a lot to go in. So I would say every time you meet with them, maybe open this up first to make sure that they've checked those things off, as well as looking at their to-dos and make sure that they're on track. So this application, they can say, well, I'm working on it, obviously, because I'm checking things off. So that's a work in progress. First choice major, they can put that here, alternate major. All of this allows you to just look with one quick glance and see everything about them. If they think they're done, ready to submit, you might want to say, okay, once you're ready to submit, click that so that I know, and maybe you're running reports. Again, another CCP video or instruction. But if they hit ready to submit, you can run a report and find out who all is ready to submit. That way you can look over their stuff and make sure that everything's good. Ask them questions, whatever. And then submitted, now it tells you what date. And so that, again, it's just great information for you. So let's just say that this was submitted today. So now, once you submit, here's the other beauty of this. Did you submit test scores to this college? Have you done that already? So a lot of times what will happen is scholars will have done their FAFSA, but they didn't put some certain schools on there. They're like, well, I put Harvard and UVA and all of these, but they didn't think to put these other ones because I didn't feel like they would go there. Now they need to. So always help them with that. So I'm going to say yes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. What their major was, their alternate major, have you heard back? So now this gives them options as well. And again, they just need to make sure and do that. So yeah, you get to party if you've been accepted. Then they need to also check, will they be attending it? Did they receive any scholarships? Were they accepted into the honors college? So on the scholarships, if they say yes, they go to edit my scholarships. Now, here's the thing about these scholarships. Only have them enter scholarships that are from this school. So if they get an Atlantic Housing Scholarship, that does not go here. Tell you a reason on that later. This is where that they put it can be whatever it is, but it's from the school. So UNT's Eagle Award Scholarship. How much is it and how many times? Okay, so they'll save those. And I think that can get you at least started on making sure that the scholars are tracking all of their scholarships for now.